Yeah.
in last session and the session before last, where it was just like, hello, I am a magic owner, and this is my wife. She's a cat. But we're like, she's fucking polymorphed or something. There's like some weird shit going on there.
That's crazy. That's hilarious. I like that then. Yeah, that's great. Oh, but yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, I was just like, fuck them. I'm gonna buy this just because you're gonna tell me I
Like,
can't have it.
there's times where removing something does work. Like, for from what I recall, because I'm bad at making certain opinions, so this is why I do consensus on certain things. Everyone fucking hates the spell plague. They're like, that was retarded. Undo that.
That is funny. What's the spell plague?
That was after 3.5. It was basically like they did a god, like, not reset, but a lot of like magical like disease occurred, so a whole bunch of things died. Mysteria is one of the big ones where she's the goddess of magic.
Mm-hmm.
She fucking dies. And she
Oh
gets
shit.
reborn as another fucking character.
Oh
And
shit.
it's just, I think it was kind of that thing where they all, I think the main argument was it was just too absurdly magical. Like, this is back when like tieflings, and as you were playing certain settings, having tieflings show up was a rarity. Now that everyone's a fucking tiefling, it was kind of like the epic influx of that, even though that was already kind of happening anyways. Um, but my memory might be off as well, so I do remember everyone fucking hating the spell plague.
Well, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. I mean, that's why it's so good that we have like social media now and everything else. Is like the players and the customers can make their opinions heard. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And it's like, whether or not they actually listen to you, which in most cases, especially when it comes to WotC, they don't. But like nonetheless, like it's good that at least, there's other fans out there that you can talk to about it and go, no, I'm not the only crazy one out here who fucking hates this. Like me and my team aren't the crazy ones who all fucking hate this. It's
Mhm.
everybody generally universally hates it, which I do like that at least.
Sorry, I'm pimping for you right now. Or I'll pimp later.
No,
It's just,
no, it's okay. I
no,
can. I
yeah.
just to
Like,
get off my way.
Spelljammer's a very interesting one. I'm waiting for us, like, for it to get more expansive. However, it is written for fifth edition, and what a lot of fifth edition modules kind of have a problem with is it's very milestone esque or very railroady, I guess would be the way to go over
So
and
so
describe it.
it either forces you down one path, or you've always got just the next big thing to get to.
Uh huh.
Is that what you mean? Yeah.
Like, one of the more infamous ones, I think, is Waterdeep Heist,
Mm-hmm.
where there's literally a point where it's just like, you're just supposed to go to this location. Can we stop the thing from continuing moving on? The book tells the DM, no, don't let them do that. Why?
Damn.
Because they need to get to these milestone markers. Like, fuck you.
Gotcha. Well, and that's why it's one of them situations where if you've got a good DM, it's like one of them situations where it's like, hey, my fucking table, my rules, right? And that what everybody always bitches about when I fucking roast the stupid wheelchair. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's your table, your rules. You don't have to play it if you don't want to. Then why did they put it in there? Then answer me that. You're right. We don't have to play it if we don't want to, but tell me the reason why they
Well,
put it in there. Why
it
did they put it?
has.
You know why they put it in there. Don't give me that bullshit. You know why it's fucking in there.
Well,
Um,
because like, the only reason why like the battle wheelchair would make sense is if you're a low magic setting. That's the only reason it would make sense, because if you're a high magic setting, just fix your fucking legs.
right, and that's the other dumb part. It's like there's literally like you literally can bring people back from the dead in that game. Like what the fuck? Like you can't fix your legs? Like what the fuck?
Sorry, Timmy, we can't fix your broken kneecaps. You must go without.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that would be insensitive to the people that appreciate the fact that they're crippled. Like
No
what?
one appreciates being crippled. No one
Right?
appreciates being mentally disabled. Like, no
No.
one appreciates that shit. They appreciate badassdom.
Yeah, exactly. And it's one of those things. It's like you would, that's the whole point. You're playing a role play. You're not supposed to be playing yourself. You know what I mean? That kind of defeats the whole purpose of a role
Oh,
playing game.
but that's what they want. If you think about it, they always wanted to be to have this thing to shove into other people's faces. So now while they may not be physically disabled IRL, they could pretend to be someone physically disabled and use that for their roleplay and find empowerment on behalf of someone who actually can't walk. You dingus.
Yeah, it's the what's that hierarchy of like mental issues and shit.
Dude, I went over and saw. I listened to all the songs listed in this one YouTube channel where it was really really funny chat comments or YouTube comments put to song. And one was a picture of this a fat black kid that had glasses, was in a wheelchair. He's little, carrying a pride flag and wearing a Star of David. And I loved all the comments below where everyone's like, "Pick a struggle, bro. What did bro do to God?"
Right. Oh my God. Yeah. It's like, how did you piss God off that much that you've got all these fucking mental issues and problems?
He started on hard mode.
That's fucking ridiculous. Yeah. It's like, you don't go into the game on hard mode right away. It's not what you do. You got to get a little experience. But that's the funny part about that. You've got people that do that. You've got people that fucking do that. Ugh. They go straight hard mode on everything right away. And I'm like, The only one thing I think I might do on hard mode from here on out is like the Batman Arkham Asylum games. Just because those are, once you get the hang of them, they are relatively easy. The stealth missions kind of suck sometimes, but yeah, it's relatively easy after you get the hang of it, I think.
I think that's why everyone kind of likes the first game the most. But everyone's just like, Arkham City is just like, it. I saw the gameplay in Arkham City. It's too weirdly colorful. And it got into that realm of like kind of Jolly Rancher, I guess would be what I usually call it.
A Jolly Rancher, I like that.
Because it reminds me of like the color tone and pigmentation and brightness they use for certain things to catch your eye. It reminds me of Jolly Rancher candies. So just like, that's kind of what it,
That's funny. That is absolutely hilarious. I never thought about that, but because I don't think I've played Arkham City yet. I can't remember how many of them I played. I've got the whole collection. I just don't know how many of them I played so far. So, yeah, absolutely. All righty, let's get started, boys.
You're so fucking tired.
My stomach's just not feeling
You're
good. I ate
fucking
too much
exhausted, you dumbass.
I'll probably have to leave you at some point to go to the bathroom or something.
It's all good. I'll yell at Robin Hood on my own.
There you go. You definitely can do that. That's not hard at all.
Fuck this noise.
It really is. It really is. Damn, where's that fucking... I hate the way the stream moves. And the chats, the Rumble chat's not showing up in here either. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that either.
In the heart of the cosmos, where time and space collide, the Doctor and his TARDIS forever to glide. From the streets of London to the far edges of space, with Rose, Martha and Donna, through time they chase. Daleks and their fury, Cybermen, steel and cold, the mysteries of Bad Wolf, stories untold. To the planet of New Earth and the fires of Pompeii, through the shadows of the vast and their eye, they find their way. Back when who was good, those were the days. Adventures through time, a wondrous haze. The Doctor and his companions, a tale so grand. In the show where the universe was at their command, Jesse, the common nerd with a vision so bright, guiding through the episodes into the night. The maiden sunker with insights to unveil, and Mr. Grant Gregory with lore to irrigate. Back when who was good, those were the days. Adventures through time, a wonder their prime. A Sakurax invasion and the last Alex stand. With the Doctor at Goldberry and London. Back when who was good, those were the days. Adventures through time and wondrous haze. The Doctor and his companions, a tale so grand. In the show, a day the universe was at their command. From the Battle of Canary Wharf to the end of time, where heroes and legends in their prime.
So, all of time and space, everything that ever happened or ever will, where do you want to start?
How are we doing tonight, guys? It's Jesse with the Common Nerd, bringing you pop culture and all things right through a common sense lens. And welcome to another edition of When Who Is Good, the Saturday night special. Ladies and gentlemen, which, yes, if you have noticed, we are not on Sundays this evening. We talked about this last week. We've been talking about this for a few weeks now. Sunker's got a late game on Sunday now, a late tabletop game on Sunday now that is only going to last for about 6 weeks, is my understanding. And then we'll be back on Sundays. But for as of right now, we are going to be on Saturday nights for the next few weeks. That means I'll probably just end up moving my gaming stream to Sunday night, probably do some late night gaming on Sunday night and all of that kind of stuff too as well. Appreciate all of you guys coming in tonight. I know the last couple of days have been kind of crazy. The wife's back at work, so the baby's been home with me the last couple of days and just couldn't get her to settle down enough to where I could take a shower and do all that kind of stuff. So the kids will be out of school next week for spring break, which could make things easier or worse. We'll find out. We'll find out next week if that is easier or worse. But we are back at it now, boys and girls. So I appreciate all of you guys being here so very, very much. And we're going to say hi to all you guys, folks out in the chat. I don't know why Rumble Studios is still being glitchy. The chat's not showing up for some damn reason. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with all of that. But I can see all you guys out there in my popped out chat box. So we'll say hi to all of you fabulous folks here in a little bit. And obviously, in case you missed it last week, we only got halfway through the Robin Hood episode because, yes, it really is that bad. We had to call a mercy killing on ourselves for that one and go off on to go do something and go end the show early. So we're going to do the other half of probably what is the worst episode of season 8, probably the absolute worst episode of season 8. It's the Robin Hood episode, and any of you guys who've seen this already know, but yeah, it's just bad. It's filled with historical inaccuracies. The lines are incredibly cheesy. It's just all around bad. So Sunker Maiden, I know, is excited to get back into it tonight and finish it off and then hopefully get a good one afterwards. But how are you doing tonight, my dear? I love that look on your face.
I love Doctor Who. I love Robin Hood Doctor Who. It's like, I'm actually really thrown off just how shite it is. And I hate also when I have my shower epiphanies when I'm just like, oh wait, that was a clue. I'm still mad at you. Go fuck yourself. When Robin Hood was able to go over and pierce the TARDIS with an arrow. It's just like, oh, that's a clue. And that's why he doesn't trust Robin Hood. It's because of that. It's also fucking ridiculous and stupid. It's kind of like the Shakespeare one, but if it had all the talent and care ripped out.
Yeah. All the heart and soul was ripped out of the Shakespeare episode, and that would be this Robin Hood. Yeah. I think it's a pretty accurate description. Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. It's really bad. So we're gonna say hi to all you fabulous folks in the chat. Unfortunately, I can't highlight anything, but as usual on our Doctor Who streams and on any of our review streams, we've got Dancing Sunker for gifty subs. We've got Dancing Baby for direct donations, or you can have a Dancing Sunker too. You just let us know in the direct donation out there. The bot will be dropping the Streamlabs link on a regular basis for the direct donations out there. So make sure you guys keep chit-chatting out there so the Rumble bot can do its job. But yes, as always, a friendly reminder too, if anybody's over there on YouTube or catching this on the replay for whatever reason, make sure you guys jump over to a Rumble and join us over there. It doesn't look like we've got anybody watching over there on YouTube tonight, but I'm going to go look in here just in case things really aren't working with the Rumble bot. And anyway, switch your phone. Maybe it's being retarded on YouTube stuff as well, but I don't have that.
Y'all, we told you last time that we were going to do it on Saturday, but here's the thing. It's just a one-off blip Saturday because JT has to go over and do all the setup stuff after character creation. So it's going to be normal for now. It's going to go back to being normal until April. Again,
wait, it's going to take him okay. It's going to take him weeks. So we'll be back on Sun. So we'll be back on Sundays next weekend. Oh, so you guys' character creation is tomorrow or what?
Yes, that's why.
Oh.
It's because I work with retards, but
it's true. It's true.
I'm in good company.
That's true. That is very, very true. But boys and girls, we got Shadow Warden 99. What's going on, buddy? Another one of our fine channel subscribers over on Rumble says, "What? This isn't This isn't Sunday." I know. That's why I said we had this. Blame JT. It's all JT's fault. Blame that. Grim is so confused. Another one of our fine channel subscribers. I feel you, Grim. I'm always confused. And back. Good to see you, buddy. NC Native says, I hear the audio, but only see the thumbnail. Yep, that was intentional. Absolutely. Good to see you, NC Native. Glad you made it in NC Native 5. Grim, some seeing milestone markers, you say. Chaos may have a thing or two to say about them rails. Oh, that is great. Peter Capaldi looks like he could be Peter Berg's dad. I don't know who Peter Berg is. Peter Berg from the Great White Hype. Oh, never seen that. Don't know what that is. I mean, I've heard of it. I've never seen it though.
It sounds racist.
It does sound a little. It does sound a little racist. Not gonna lie. It's probably one of Grim's favorite movies. Then, if we're to play ourselves in RPGs, my character is Nocturnal and Captain Chaos. Wouldn't have been made. See, and that wouldn't have been any fun at all. Shadow Warden 9. That would have been any fun at all. Gotta finish it off, says NC Native. Robin Hood was a commie. Well, technically that's not true. So everybody, they always tried to portray him as like a socialist and like this redistribution of wealth. But the thing about it was Robin Hood was just stealing back the taxes that had been stolen, that had been like the poor had literally been robbed blind of all their money by insanely high taxes. So Robin Hood was actually robbing government transports and getting people's tax dollars back and giving them to people. That's another socialist, of course, rewriting of history kind of bullshit.
It's not even the first. It's not even the first story to do this. It's actually is probably a very common story. There's a lot of folk heroes doing this. The other one was the Scarecrow of old English folklore, who would go over and save poor British people against the overwhelming British government, even though he was a part of it. We should watch that sometime. It's a little cheesy, but it's old cheesy, so.
So it's not bad cheesy. It's not bad cheesy then. Hey, look at that. There's Jabron Junk Love. That's not NC. That NC Native is an idiot. It looks like that one's working. Pay no attention to him, says Jabron Junk Love.
Studio. Oh, my Rebel studio was just waiting for someone to be mean to NC Native.
Well, it's like it picks up the YouTube chat, but it's not picking up its own chat off its own website. That's what makes no sense about this whatsoever. The YouTube stuff comes in, but not the freaking Rumble chats. It literally makes no fucking sense.
I think
I asked him about it. Like I asked him about it on like Wednesday because it did this to me Wednesday morning on the stream.
I think I know a little bit about this because I remember this happening during the Daredevil stream, which we have to go over and finish that up again.
Yeah. I knew those 2-episode premieres were going to be that 2-episode premiere was going to be a bitch. It's beautiful, but it's like fucking long. Okay. And it's not, and it's like you have to get up. We both have to get up Friday mornings. You know what I mean? It's not like, it's not where we started at like 7, you know what I mean? And the only reason we're starting at 9 tonight is because Sunker's other game goes until like
games today. I love fucking tabletop to death.
She's addicted. She's absolutely addicted. Oh my God. Sunker's like, I work with retards. Me who plays a tabletop with her. A bird of a feather flocks together. That's right.
Absolutely.
Birds of a feather flock together. Absolutely, Shadow. I think that's exactly what she was intentioning. NC Native says, shut up, Jerome. Nobody loves your junk.
YouTube and Rumble fighting.
I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. All right, boys and girls. Like I said, we'll give you a little bit of a tease over on the Rumbles, over on the YouTube side, but then we got to cut it off.
I just realized how fucking stupid her earrings are.
And the fucking thing on her forehead too, like the little weak ass wannabe chain crown. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be, but it looks really stupid. It's like she's got a third eye.
It's a mind control crown.
Yeah, exactly.
How does it stay on?
Who knows? I guess it's pinned into her hair, maybe.
No, I mean her forehead.
Oh yeah, because it's like there's a hump in the middle that goes up higher. Maybe maybe she's so sweaty it just sticks to her forehead. I don't know.
I had to lick it a couple times and then just slam it on there.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a stamp. You got to lick it before you stick it on her forehead.
That's how the British
You
did
what?
it.
That's it.
For I have
Oh, I
known I was
forgot that they
destined
were
to draw the
talking.
eye of a great and powerful man for a long time.
Yeah, I think that's one of the cheesiest parts about this whole damn episode too, is this like her trying to speak in like old English instead of like every other story you've ever done this, they automatically speak in normal modern day English. Everybody does, because that's how the TARDIS's circuit works, the translation circuit. That's how that's how that little matrix works, right? That's like when she tried speaking, when Donna tried speaking Greek or like Italian in Pompeii, it came off as what did he say? It came off as Welsh or something like that is how it came off. Yeah, she's Welsh. She comes from Welsh.
Well, every single companion said that. It's when Rose was talking to the Queen. It was when Martha was trying to talk Cockney, and every single one gets roasted. Why can't Clara get roasted?
Right, for this. It's stupid. Andy Masterson, what's up, buddy? This is Nails. It's nailed on. Andy Masterson's a legend. If that's the same Andy, I think so.
Oh my.
That's great. He's a legend. Shadow Ward 99 says medieval glue. Yeah, there you go. There you go. The sheriff of Nottingham's.
Like all this is so hammy. It's just like there's one time, and it was the Shakespeare episode where Tennant got very poetic in some of his speech, but that was just because I don't think that was because he was trying to match the language of the time, but just him showing an upper education, which would cause everyone to go over and take it a little bit more seriously, because he was talking a little bit more like Shakespeare, who was educated, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, and another thing I forgot, too. Direct donation of $25 or more, and you can torture us with the Sunker lizard AI that Mr. Grant Gregory had. Sunker making out with a lizard, and there's even a song. It's horrifying. It's terrifying. It makes Sunker really uncomfortable when we play it. So for $25 direct donations, you'll get that one as well, and that's an option. We
won't play the loop. We'll just play the first part because it loops twice.
Well, yeah, it's because that's how long the song is. That's how long the song is. But yeah, it's horrifying. NC Native says, does she need another nailing? Asking for a friend. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sunker bang Godzilla, just mostly made out. I mean, I think it's kind of implied, like after the scene cuts off, but yeah, it's definitely first base.
You'll only see it for $25, a mere $25. You can see a fucking horrific CGI abomination, which actually makes me more and more scared of how AI works. He whipped it up in like 15 minutes.
Oh, I don't even think it was that long. I don't even think it was that long. Like since the time we initially talked about it in the chat, all the way, like it was like not even 5 minutes later, he's like messaging in the private message. He's like, I got something for you. I'm like, what?
Here it is Twitter. In the Dropbox.
Yeah. Oh God almighty. And Grant is an evil mad genius, and that's one of the reasons why we love him. Yeah. No. And for $100 direct donation, you can pick any animal or any creature from any like mythology or any of that kind of stuff, and Grant will make another AI video of her making out with the creature of your pickings. No! With the creature of your pickings as well. So yeah, it's pretty horrifying. Pretty horrifying. Speaking of horrifying.
Ever since I saw those mysterious lights in the sky.
You saw them too.
And those strange mechanical men with their promises.
I fucking hate you, Clara.
Strange mechanical men. Don't blame her for this. We've seen far better from her than this. Do not blame her for this. This is the writers and the director of this episode, which is probably hopefully why we never saw them ever again, because this thing is an abomination. So, all right, YouTube, there's your tease.
Bye.
We'll catch y'all later. We're gonna be hanging out over there on Rumble. So I appreciate
YouTubers,
all of
jump onto the links. Hurry up.
That's
so
right.
you can go over and watch this watch along